After a lovely sunny day here in St. John's, forecast is for freezing rain tonight, more snow and falling temperatures.
It's great to have the Brier here. There's a lot of energy around town, a lot of excitement to see it here. I just would love to see it loud. And see the enthusiasm that you can feel around the city, and hopefully that translates into every game and makes it, Brier to remember. I feel we're ready, and I certainly know we're going to enjoy it.
It's always about the wins and losses at the Brier, but this time of the week, as we head down to the final few draws, it really is when you look at who's on top and who has been losing. So let's go back to this afternoon in a battle of the top two, sitting 1-2 in the table. It was Manitoba and Northern Ontario, and this is Mike McEwen out of the Fort Rouge in Winnipeg. Sitting the one, the two would give them the win. And these two carry him, carry this team, grab enough, get there, and like that, he'll pick up the two for the win over Brad Jacobs. And that keeps them top of the table. Elsewhere, Ontario wins over Alberta. Newfoundland Labrador in an extra to beat BC, and Team Canada hands a fourth loss to Saskatchewan. So we're starting to see some separation now. On top, still Manitoba by one game over Quebec and Team Canada. Newfoundland Labrador, they're also at 2 losses. So how big is this game coming up? Then Northern Ontario at 3. British Columbia, Saskatchewan. Remember last year, no more than 3 losses got you into the playoffs. As on this Wednesday night, we say hello, Canada, and welcome back to St. John's and our continuing coverage. And there's Cheryl, there's Russ. Well, you think about this Newfoundland and Labrador team and Brad Gushue coming out in that opening ceremonies. They were shaking. They played so tight, it seems to me.
They did, and I think Brad realized that. He said for the first 5 games they didn't feel like themselves. They were contained, almost stifled. But like a good skip does, he saw that. And before the Northern Ontario game, he said, let's show some intensity out there. Let's show that we really want this game. And they finally showed that, and you could see the difference in them last night. They played with emotion and desire.
When it comes to Quebec, you almost feel like there's been some smoke and mirrors here. However, when the smoke does clear, one player stands out, Jean-Michel Menard.
Does he ever? And we see a lot of outturns, and people criticize him for that, but he doesn't miss any of them. So why not? Drew the pin to beat my brother. He's just made all the big shots, big hits, big draws. The team's played great. And even though these guys, you could call them weekend warriors, they played half as busy a schedule as Gushue. They're here. The reason they play this sport is right here tonight. They'll be ready.
They've won 5 straight. This is the team you may want to be a little scared of coming into this Wednesday night. Here we go. Tap back for 2. 5,000 here. Go. Tap it back. Go. Tap it back and set for 2.
Final stone, extra in, Jean-Michel Menard needs that pin for the win. Big final scrub on the pin for the win. Oh, Quebec, what a draw.
The 2017 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. The 2017 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for 22 years. By World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. And by Scotties Sponge Towels, Purex, and Cashmere, proud sponsors of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts for over 35 years.
And here are all the games on the ice. It's the battle of the brothers. Jamie against Kevin. Their dad is here. Fred celebrating a 70th birthday. Can Manitoba run it to 7-1? Nova Scotia will try and bring them back. Sheet C, it's Ontario against New Brunswick, and our feature is on Sheet D. So it's time to meet the teams now. It's brought to you by Home Hardware. Homeowners, helping homeowners with expert advice.
Hi, I'm Brad Gushue, skip of Team Newfoundland Labrador. Our lead is Jeff Walker, our second is Brett Gallant, our third is Mark Nichols, and we curl out of the Ballyhaley Country Club and Remax Center in St. John's.
Hi, my name is Jean-Michel Menard, skip of Team Quebec. Playing lead, Philippe Menard. Second, Éric Sylvain. Vice, Martin Crête. And we curl out of the Etchemin Curling Club.
You're always looking for those little advantages, and here's one right away for Quebec as they have won the draw to the button, and they will have the last rock here in this opening end. There you see the hammer beside their name. They'll play the Yellowstones. Newfoundland and Labrador will play the red and to get us underway. The Newfoundland and Labrador lead is Jeff Walker.
It's our third time on this sheet, and talking to all the players, it's maybe a shade more curl and definitely into the wall a little bit. So this particular one, even though it's maybe a swingier sheet, this is the straighter side against the crowd.
Been really happy with the times. You hear all the players pretty consistent. 14.5 to T line. It was upwards even close to 15. And it hasn't changed at all, which makes it so simple. And the throwers, they know exactly what they're going to get. And that's pretty amazing when you're getting these crowds at night to be able to manage that ice and keep that weight consistent. I feel like that's why this building has been so cold for Jamie Barassa. Trying to keep it cooled down
so,
for the
sure.
nights.
Line's good, line's good.
Easy, 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 easy. Non.
C'est le premier.
T'as besoin de finir un peu si tu peux.
Yep.
Finish, 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 finish.
Ouais, on peut. Shot.
Shot, good spot.
He had some finish there.
14 seconds on that. 14 on that.
Heard Mark yell out they got some finish there because it's going towards the wall. So keep an eye on that as it'll change your strategy a little bit. Team Menard's an out-turn team. They actually went in-turn there because it's the easiest way to bury.
Go a bit. Line's good. You can go.
He's close.
Line's good. Gotta curl just a little. Wait, don't wait.
We're there. We're there.
Whoa.
Let's do it.
Line's good.
Whoa.
Yep. Whoa, whoa. No bounce, no bounce.
There.
No bounce.
And to it they are. Let's take a look at the keys to the game, and we'll start with Quebec.
Well, I mentioned they only play about half as much as a lot of the tour teams, so you wonder if they would be confident enough to play at this level. Well, it's yes, we can. They know they can. They've won this thing before, but leave room for the outturn. This man right here, 85% of his shots have been outturned so far. It's incredible.
No, it's not yes, we can. It's
We can.
We
can.
We can.
D'abord à votre nuit.
You know, if you're going to
Said
use
yes,
it.
we can.
Yes.
Même pas, Marc. Elle est bonne, Phil.
Really.
Kick.
Ça vient.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
sorry.
No, what, Devon?
Sorry.
Now, Newfoundland and Labrador, and you must be better than that.
Well, you talk about the pressure for this hometown team, and it's definitely a choice. It's your choice how you view the Newfoundland fans, as a positive or a negative. You can say this is amazing. We have 7,000 fans, or oh my gosh, we've got all this pressure expecting us to win. And then as a great big C in the song Ordinary Day, they talk about make it an ordinary day. This is like any other Brier, any other game. Just relax out there and play, and don't focus on it being in your hometown with all this support.
That's the way to do it. The keys to the game are brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures.
We're there. We're there.
Close.
We're there.
Lots of curl here. Look at that.
Whoa. Good shot.
Shot stone belongs to Quebec, and they do have the last rock here in the first.
Ça donne quoi? Tu donnes pas un pocket pour driver
Just brilliant shot making to get, 4 rocks perfectly buried, all above the tee line, within about 6 inches speed wise.
Ça sent pas trop bon de même. Ça sent pas trop bon de même.
Veux-tu piler le garde?
Ah. Il va replacer le meilleur là.
Comment? Sors pile le garde.
OK.
You don't have to peel it. You've got hammer. You could throw a board weight here, roll into the rings.
Easy.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep, 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 yep.
Seen it.
Yep.
Eric Sylvain. And he'll
Shot.
peel off the guard.
Yeah, and even if you were going to play that, you'd like to try to roll to a corner. And,
Sure.
you know, you've got the hammer.
Throw the in.
I like
Just through it, right?
Yes.
Newfoundland's got the angle advantage. You hammer that
Try to
red
get
one
just
dead
a
on.
little
All the yellows go, all the reds stay.
6 feet less.
Brad knows that, so he's going to protect it for a while.
Half.
It's pretty good.
I think it's better
yep,
than that.
A little bit
Just
early.
You want it nice and tight, Mark.
Yeah.
Line's a
Line's
little
good.
tight.
Line's good.
Line's
Broom
good.
length.
Broom length or tighter.
Brett Gallant.
Line's good.
Line's good.
Line's good. Nice and tight,
Mark,
Jeff.
get in there. Mark, get in there.
Line's good. Whoa.
Broom length. Yep,
Line's
yep,
good.
yep, yep.
Broom
I want
length.
it on this side. Go, Mark.
yep,
go on
yep,
it. Go,
yep,
go,
yep.
go, 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 go. Good. Hey.
Wait.
Freeze down to that red Newfoundland
Oh,
rock,
yeah.
too.
Just peel. What? Straight peel. Yeah. Lean it. Lean it. Shadé. Good.
It's a little tighter. Right there.
Yeah.
A little tighter. A little
Just want to
bit
curl
further
another inch or two.
How's the speed now, Brett?
It's nice. I still think it's 2 feet slower than yesterday or
over.
last game.
Yeah, it is.
Still wanna try to
Probably
throw-
closer to 4.
Just throw a tight guard and you guys can do the rest type thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just for Quebec, you want to eventually get in here with just a little bit, like a board weight, tap some stuff around.
Yeah. Or even freeze early into that Newfoundland rock, then it's accessible to be kicked out of there.
I know why Gushue's going tight here because they don't want to leave any kind of tap or board weight, but you might see Quebec use this and just bump this rock in, this guard,
Same as
try and unlock some of those angles.
Marks. We're pretty tight. Yep, yep. 2 feet short. Yep.
We're almost
yeah,
good.
ahead,
Almost
ahead.
good.
Yeah.
Foot short.
Whoa, whoa,
Foot
whoa.
short.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Real good spot, Mark. Really good.
By Mark, you meant Brett, right?
Okay.
By Mark, you meant Brett?
What did I say?
Straight peel.
Ouais, j'aimerais ça si tu pourrais garder.
T'es capable de toucher ça un peu puis tout en même temps, c'est bon.
J'avais pas ça.
Juste bump.
Excuse-moi, quel way?
Bon, bumper.
OK, let's go.
Je pense que la traque elle va être battue.
Je pense aussi.
OK.
Oui.
Bumper
Passer
weight?
2 piles, là.
That makes some sense because they can keep things around here. Because you throw it hard enough, you're going to lose both your own.
That's why I think they do have to start kind of
Easy.
moving things in the house.
Close. Whoa.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes!
Yeah. Whoa.
Sylvain.
Yep, yep,
Menard.
yes!
Just touch it by.
Okay, Mark.
Just missed
Not
it.
bad.
Oh, that was a great idea.
Now the shooter rolls to the edge of the 12.
On that
If
side,
Quebec
that
needs
yellow
it,
one can go
if
to
it's
the
still around, is that a good stone?
They can use it. It may come in as a counter depending what happens here. It's with the hammer or anything in the rings is an advantage. You might get an opportunity to bring it into count.
Nose weight bullet here. Mark gets it in the right spot. They're going to sit 3 red here. It's the right guy to do it.
Easy.
Whoa.
Close.
No. No.
Mark Nichols.
Yes.
The man they call Bam Bam. And that's, oh, and look at the spin right underneath their own.
All set up by fabulous angles by the Newfoundland front end. At some point in time, you knew this combination was going to go. You just had to throw it hard enough.
And Shot Rock is covered by that stone top 12.
Yeah, Quebec's been chasing this whole end.
Demi.
Okay. Demi.
Cool, Mark.
Easy.
Peel weight double on the side. Going to hit and roll across, I believe.
Up. Yep. Yes.
Martin Cret.
Yes.
Menard, Sylvain. Got one coming across. Tap it, not far enough. They are the shot stone though for the moment.
Shot, on est deux. Deuxième shot.
On est deuxième.
All right. Oui.
A little thick, but it worked out okay, Cheryl.
Ah, on n'aurait pas dû faire en arrière, ouais.
Should be good. There's been lots of draws.
Okay.
I think this side's going to be a little straighter. Okay.
What?
I'd agree. The other side was moving, so.
Yeah.
There's the
I
comment.
think this is like maximum ice.
A little straighter towards the wall.
What do you think, Brett?
I've seen a lot kind of run out here, but I don't mind.
Are you trying to get a hair low or just nose?
Nose, if we can get a hair low, would be great.
Yeah.
Why not play into the stone?
You could. There's no question. It's just which you know the best. But most of practice rocks are outside in the same direction as this one. So they probably have a better feel for what this will do. And it will be straighter on this turn.
Skip stones here in one.
Forward weight. Whoa! Whoa. Quiet. Whoa!
Just more. A little quiet.
Yep. Yep.
Yes!
Yes.
Make sure.
And make sure they do. They'll roll it through the back, and they are sitting 3.
Pretty nice.
It's a long week, as we well know, and we say good evening, Kathy Gauthier. And if you are battling some kind of ailment, it can make it even that much longer.
Well, it can for sure. And one of the updates that we did this morning, we saw Jean-Michel Menard visibly wince after he threw. So I asked him tonight what that was all about. Well, he got some hip issues earlier this year. It's his left hip, and it's not the throwing motion that causes him the problem. It is the getting up after it, specifically if he turns at all. So he's very gingerly when he goes about doing it. Here's from this morning. So he throws, watch the expression on his face. That's the ow motion, and then it takes him a while to actually get up from that. So what you will see tonight is in between ends, he stretches it out. His brother Philippe's girlfriend Sasha is a massage therapist. She is treating him, and he does say it is one of those things that you say, Vic, as the season goes on, it's getting worse. No time to rest here.
Well, right there, the fact that he didn't remain in the crouch and pushed it right out the back. Gets one and across the other one. I mean, I hate to, I'm one of those, you guys know, I'm suffering from terrible osteoarthritis in that left hip. I know exactly what he's doing. If he's getting that bone on bone, you can get down, but it's the difficulty of getting up.
And the worst part, I think, for him is when is that pain going to jump in? Is it going to happen in the middle of your throw? That can be such a massive distraction.
Took a real risk there, Cheryl. You could have hit and roll behind the yellow, could have hit and roll behind the red. Had an easy shot for one. Now they're going to be looking at 3 rocks, and this one that's almost on the button is going to be buried.
I think it'd be crazy to play the triple.
I think top 12.
What do you think?
Yeah, I don't want to see him play it, though.
Yeah, I know.
Are you playing the triple?
You going right in front of it or trying to throw him?
You're crazy enough, you will.
I'm going right in front of it. We show much.
Full 8 that.
They have so much fun.
He's just going to play the straight draw.
Mark Nichols and the whole Quebec team, they're just, that's the way curling has to be, really, in my opinion. They just love the
I think
sport.
here it's going to be
Respect each other.
Same as when I threw him to draw the button.
Same as what you threw. Yeah, that'll be perfect.
Should be good.
Weight's good.
Top 8. It's not heavy. Full line. Let it work, guys. I think we can go a bit. It's a curl.
I think it'll get here.
Just top 12. Yeah, line's good.
Go then.
Get it there, guys. Hard.
Hard, boys.
Hard, guys.
Hard, Jeff.
Hard.
Go.
Come on. What do you got?
Gallant.
Hard. Hard.
Trying to cover Shot Rock.
Hard.
And they do a pretty good job.
Need to curl.
Hard, boys.
Hard, guys.
So many good brushing combinations, front ends in our country, and these two are a couple of the best. They've really raised their game in the last couple of years.
Comme tu veux, c'est comme tu veux, Jim. C'est ta voix. Let's go for it.
Bouge pas. Demi-pleine?
Really?
Well, I chuckle because Brad said, do you think he played a triple if we put it there? And Mark says, well, let's not put it there because I don't want to see him play it. And then Mark turned around to Team Quebec and said, you wouldn't play the triple, would you?
Now, don't you find it a little interesting, Cheryl? We talked about how so good his draw weight is. I guess also it's risk reward. It's the first. If you make the double, what are you going to give up? One.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
yes.
except that I think with the crowd, I think you can take the crowd out of it. If you make your draw here, it quiets the crowd. You miss this, the crowd goes crazy. I don't know.
I agree. I wouldn't play it either, but Mr. Outturns made a pile of them.
Final stone. Jean-Michel Menard, Silva, Menard, threat calling line. One tap. Oh, now he's going to roll over on the corner. Is he going to be the shot stone?
Good try, bud.
Wow. Any thinner, he gets two.
What a nice throw.
And so he'll pick up the single.
Good try, bud. Good shot. Good shot.
Wednesday night, draw 13. Tim Hortons Brier will start our updates with Manitoba and Nova Scotia. Manitoba coming off that dramatic last draw win earlier today against Northern Ontario. Mike McEwen in his last.
And he's forced here early in this game, facing several, electing to play the hit rather than the draw.
Against Nova Scotia, Jamie Murphy out of Halifax, remember, came through that pre-qualifying to fill out the field and got off to a great start. Won their first two, but have dropped 5 in a row. And that will stop just in time, 1 for Manitoba. And then right next door, this is the one that their father does not like to watch. This is the battle of the brothers. Jamie from Yellowknife, and of course the defending champion Kevin Cooey out of Calgary. And here's Kevin.
Well, Jamie threw the last one in. It's corner frozen to the shot stone belonging to Kevin Cooey. And so Kevin's playing a soft weight hit, trying to move the red sideways. It will run back into the ones at the back, trying to bring 3 into the picture.
Go, 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 go. Good.
And spill it off. There's the catcher, and there is 3 for Kevin. And there he is watching. Fred, we wish you a very happy birthday, sir. All the very best to you. As we welcome you back on this Wednesday night. Quebec gets their single, and so Newfoundland Labrador will have the last rock. They have the hammer here in the second, playing the Redstones.
I asked Fred Cooey when I saw him today where his split shirt was with Alberta and Northwest Territories, and he said, well, I didn't have time to put the Canada on the one half of it, so no shirt.
Hard! 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 All you got, guys! Hard! Roll it! Roll it, Fred! Roll it! Go, go, hard, go, go,
Tried to roll it in behind their own corner, but it doesn't get there. Stops finally. Top edge of the 8th.
Shot, Jeff.
Control.
Nice soft weight thrown by Jeff there.
Fish. Control.
Get away from him.
Bumper. Okay.
I think that's what the fitness has allowed, really. I think that's what came first, was the fitness in the game, and then that allowed the softer weights to be thrown because the throwers are more confident that the brushers could hold it for them.
Now trying to roll the other way. And again, they get caught. Sits there right in the open.
Middle.
Both those throws are much better than rolling right out and giving a team with this bigger curl a chance to sink one in behind.
How do you, though, get this roll, though? I mean, they're back and forth on this. No one seems to be able to find the right angle to get the roll underneath.
Just, you know, early second end, getting the broom in the right spot, seeing it a couple times, and they'll just keep adjusting either down the weight or tighten the ice a little bit. A little bit of a guess early in the game.
What happens a lot, too, is you're wearing a little bit of pebble off here, so you think it's going to curl, and then it doesn't. There's a good example. It doesn't curl quite as much as it maybe did 2 shots ago. until that pebble gets that first layer off.
Correct. Yeah.
Juste normal, pas trop fort.
Ouais, normal, normal moins. Yeah, go butt. Good weight. Whoa.
This is another turn that I would automatically throw the in turn at. I wouldn't throw the out turn at it.
Yep. Yes! Hey! Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Eric Sylvain hangs it on the 12.
You like the hit and roll?
Just tough to make the draw, isn't it?
I don't think
I don't
it's
think so. Jeff slid good. I think if I give you similar to what I
Is
gave
this
you
a
last
chance
time.
you take, Russ? The stone's on the edge of the 12. You've got the last rock. You've got a corner up. Do you ignore that stone?
It's you could argue either way. Yeah, I would. It's a shot to get to put your opponent under pressure. The only problem with it, because the Quebec stone's in the rings, if you can't execute an error, you're going to be forced to one.
Back 8, back 12.
Yeah, we can go back a bit.
It is all there, Jeff. Might be through.
Looked through to me out of his hand.
Oh.
Should be some pebble over there somewhere. Whoa.
All right. Top 4.
He didn't seem committed to throwing it.
Go, Mark, make it good.
Did he? Recollect.
He actually said, Cheryl, too, he actually said it's pretty hard to throw the draw there. So he wasn't convinced, was he?
No, but then I think stand up and say, hey, I'm not sure about this. I don't think Brad would have any issue playing the hit instead if he knew the thrower wasn't certain.
boys. La ligne est super bonne. On va la finir. Field first. Field, yep, first. Okay.
Good way.
Wade's good.
Just field.
Like over curl, you got to let it stop.
Pas besoin de rien.
Over curl.
Arrête donc.
And it does. Peeking out. Center line side. Shot rock. Sitting the 2 for the moment without the hammer.
That's why we're constantly, Cheryl and I, talking about communication, because if the brush had let the skipper know that it was to the tee line, then he would realize that it was going to over curl.
That's definitely going towards the crowds. That's the spot the brushers could be on it early to hold it, change the break point a bit.
Same weight. Whoa, easy. Hairless. Whoa. No, wait, safe.
Mark Nichols.
No. No.
Oh, close.
No, it's rolling out.
And rolling it out it is.
Okay,
Mark Nichols, of course, has skipped this team early in the tour season.
So much straighter on that side.
When Brad Gushue had his own
Nice throw.
hip and groin problems. So it hasn't become an issue yet for Gushue.
Back and it ran a little straighter.
But he was somewhat worried and limiting himself to the amount of practice that he was going to do.
It's good to be a contact sport, this curling, isn't it?
Good way. Just field.
Benny Herbert with the bad knee.
Top 8, boys. Just field.
Again, this will curl. Look at it. It gets by the guard by 8 inches. If it doesn't stop soon, it'll be open. Oh, a little lighter this time. Perfect.
Good shot. Good sweep. Very
Well, you know, there's so much stress put on your hips, your knees. You know, you go back. You were talking about Nolan Ryan, but Nolan Ryan was one of those who they looked at, and he had the almost perfect delivery, baseball delivery. And you think about people who have been able to do the flat foot. I'm thinking of yourself. I mean, I know you at your age now have some issues. Your brother also, but I look at your 2 deliveries as being flat foot, upright deliveries where there's the least amount of stress. Am I right?
Oh, for sure. No question.
Yeah, I think the Manitoba tuck is one of the tougher deliveries that, you know, for the stress on the knee. And then I think what's happened with this new position for brushing in the last few years, you look at a Ben Hebert, and I think they're massive guys, or Brett Gallant, they're massive. They're built. They have a lot of fitness. They're on one knee, sweeping, brushing up and down the sheet.
Repetitive.
Puts a lot of pressure on their joints, their arms. They're wearing pressure sleeves here, compression arms, so that the swelling goes down. Like, it's just the sport has increased that much, and it puts so much more pressure on all your body parts.
Il y a deux corner guards. Si il rentre dedans, il floppe. Je suis d'accord avec toi. Parce que si tu mets le garde, lui, il n'y a rien d'autre que d'essayer de rentrer agressif, prendre son 2.
On pousse la nôtre, ça lui de faire un double, puis il roule parfait.
Ouais. Allons-y avec ça. Deuxième bout, on va voir ce que ça donne.
On met un garde? Afraid with the guard, especially if a guard over curls a bit, it's just a guard for Gushue, because Gushue's not going to blank this end now, so he's going to try hard to get his 2. Ideally, you want that yellow a little closer to the button.
They're also concerned about where the guard is and if Gushue's going to be able to hit and roll underneath as well.
Ben proche. Ben proche. OK. À date, juste file, jamais Eric.
J'ai le goût de te dire qu'il y a quasiment dans le rond.
Elle est ici. Wow. Ma brosse. Biter.
Wow, 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 wow.
Biter.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
Ah ouais?
Wow.
Good shot.
Oh, just to grab it.
Not bad.
Does show, though.
Bien, n'est-ce pas?
Almost 3/4 of the stone.
Good shot, Jim.
Does, but
we're going
no
deep, we
roll.
gotta
They can't
go
roll
here.
underneath.
But if they go around on the intern, it's a tough raise.
We want to kind of get behind theirs, hey?
The concern here will be trying to get enough curl to get buried.
Right.
This is a straighter turn.
True.
Finish it past here, Brett. Did you go edge there, Brad?
Edge. Or just inside. Just a little less.
Okay. It's same as you draw the button? No, well.
I think what you threw last end is probably a little too much now.
Too much already?
I'm thinking like.
It's a hair quicker.
Yeah, it is quicker.
Quicker than the draw the button, eh?
Yeah,
Yes.
2 feet less than last end.
Team Canada popped a 3 in that first. So Jamie Cooey now out of Yellowknife. This will be his last.
And Jamie very patient this end at hitting Team Canada stones, trying to find a way to group them so that he would have the opportunity for this double to bring in the stone that's at the top of the house. So this is for 2.
Brad Joroskowski, Robert Borden on the brush. Chris Schilly calling line. 1, 2, there they go, back it up, and there's your deuce.
Shot.
Troisième dans le rond, mais vous ça?
Yeah. Cut down the ice, trying to get enough curl, and too much.
He was, Gushue was a little surprised when he was told the ice was quicker.
Yeah, and the brushers were very confident with it, said it is. He had great weight on that. I think they just under-iced it a bit, wanting to really try hard to get it around buried.
Elle a bien tenu. Elle curle un petit peu, mais beau curl. J'aime ça, Jim.
Toi, t'étais bump ou contrôle?
New Brunswick
Quel way, Jim?
Là, j'étais bumper.
has come back with a deuce.
Elle a bien courbé.
And they take a 2-1 lead on Ontario. Mike Kennedy out of Fredericton, Glenn Howard of Toronto.
Not a simple removal of the red here. Hit it thin, you jam it, you can't reckon the guard. But if you make it, you're probably rolling into the center, and Gucci's going to have a tough one.
Yep. Oh, yeah!
It'll curl here.
Final stone, Jean-Michel Menard, Sylvain, Philippe Menard, Martin Kret.
Whoa!
And out the back, 1, 2, 3, and 4.
That was curling.
Oh, I would brush if I had him yelling at me.
Bien crié.
Merci. He didn't think he was by either.
Molette, pas fort non plus, t'es agréé.
Ouais, t'es...
J'aurais aimé ça un
What
peu
a
plus
nice shot.
convaincant.
Ouais.
What do you think of that ice for Hack? I think that's got to be pretty close. Okay.
Rolled a hair farther. This would be really
just
tough.
Hack, though. Yeah, just
Still,
Hack.
it's an early test for Brad Gushue and the team from the Ballyhaley Country Club, the Remax Center here in St. John's, facing 4.
This is where Brad's so good. When Mark Nichols threw this shot, hit and rolled out, so Brad will remember that. He'd soften the weight even more, and then there for a half a rock hit, he probably won't roll out.
So Nichols will call line, Brett Gallant, Jeff Walker.
Never.
Not a lick yet.
Lead! Just to the hack. Yep.
Now through that hole, touch it back and sit there. For the single to even it through 2. .44 curlers started the week with a chance to drive away in an all-new 2017 Ford Escape SE in the annual Ford Hot Shots competition. The number whittled down to just 2. And in the final, Martin Crête from Quebec faced off against Northern Ontario's Brad Jacob. And the skip from the Sioux, well, he came to play, scoring a total of 21 points, including a 5 on the Around the Horn triple. Northern Ontario's Brad Jacobs wins the Ford Hot Shots and a 2-year lease on a 2017 Ford Escape SE. Another update for you on this Wednesday night of Draw 13. Nova Scotia and Manitoba. And who is the shot rock there?
It is the Yellowstone belonging to Manitoba. They've been positioning them in front all along. And now for Jamie Murphy, an opportunity to play the tap, 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 get his stone shot, and potentially 2.
From the Halifax Curling Club, Jamie Murphy in a 3rd Brier appearance. Tap, 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 pitter patter, let's get at her. There we go. 1 it is for Nova Scotia. You mentioned about the left hip, and there he is, trying to stretch it out. Jean-Michel Menard. Newfoundland Labrador got their single. We're tied at 1 in Quebec. We'll have the last rock. They have the hammer playing the Yellowstones here in 3.
Walk out. Just walk out. Walk out. Walk out. Walk out. C'est bon.
Just going to the open side.
I like this call.
Yeah, you can probably really only help Gushue if you try to play into the middle again, give them more opportunities to freeze. You go back ring here, they can't play hit and roll off it.
Easy. Easy, avoid shot. Good shot. Good spot fit.
Around the beat.
2 choices for Goose, 3 choices. You can hit the open one, you get freeze to the shot rock, or you play this run back. If you make the run back, that's great, but then Quebec has time to get out of it and have a rock on the corner. If Gushue ever misses this run back, picks out his own, you get a shot at least a 2.
Hard.
Whoa! Close! Yep! Yeah! Hard! Whoa! 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 Sit.
Wow. That's it, they do.
I just love the weight they throw at that. It's so controllable. They don't overthrow it. Typically, you'd whip it down there, and
yes,
they just don't.
Virtually normal, isn't it?
Sit.
It's all perspective, Vic. Some teams, I got to get rid of that enemy rock, so you whip it. What they're trying to do is position their rocks.
No! No! Whoa! Good away, Jim. Just bump.
Eric Sylvain.
Yep. Feel. Whoa. Yep. Yep.
And trying to roll it in underneath cover, and we'll tuck maybe half a stone. But further to your point, and we've often said, considering the ice surface, the liveliness of the rocks, why more teams don't play that way. But again, if it's easy, if it was that easy, then everyone else would do it, right?
Well, exactly, and I think for a lot of teams, they don't get this ice surface. I mean, this is a great ice surface, so you trust it. You know what it's going to be like. Sometimes at the clubs, maybe it's not as consistent. It's sludgy. Maybe you get the 9 p.m. draw at night, and it hasn't been scraped, so you tend to throw a different weight, and you're not used to it. You don't have the confidence in it.
Yep. Line's tight. Mark. Hard for line. Real hard. Where? Becky.
Walker.
Yes.
And Nichols.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Couldn't do anything. It was going through the hole if I didn't let it go, so.
A little soft in the swingy spot there. Which Kip's going to figure this out? They both had trouble.
The middle of the lineup right now, a little bit of a problem for Newfoundland Labrador. Brett Gallant at the 75%. Mark Nichols just a 69% game so far.
Go, Rick.
But we're tied at 1 as we play here in the third.
Nice setup here. Thought they'd throw a little more weight than this. This looks like a normal because they need to make the double and roll. Otherwise, they're going to set up a double or triple.
Whoa! Whoa!
Eric Sylvain.
Whoa! Hola, hola, go, 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 go.
Good.
Stone.
Remember now, Quebec does have last rock here. They're sitting 3.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, and more than controlling the end, they're really keeping the crowds quiet. It's a big thing. I bet you that's a goal for any team coming in playing Newfoundland. Keep it tight, keep the crowds a little bit out of it.
Negative ice here. Peel weight.
Yep, real hard.
Mark Nichols.
Hard for peace. Hard, guys.
Walker.
Really hard, Brett.
Really hard for a piece. And that's all they got.
That way.
That's all they got, and barely.
Okay.
Ouais. Bon, le trip. Oh, mais elle est quasiment toute ouverte.
Now they can even them out back here and not leave any double. Just a slash probably on this high one into the left-hand back 12-foot stone.
This has to be deep, though. You put this on the tee line, there might be a triple.
Mm-hmm. Back 12.
La ligne.
Easy.
Reste vite.
Easy.
Ouais, mais là, tout seul, Eric. Genre, peut-être dangereux en ce moment. Là.
Pas trop. Mais assez creux, là.
Go, 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 go.
Slow down.
Hey, hey.
Come here, Mark. No. What are you looking for? Weight? Normal?
This time I think you'll see Mark hang around because that's the secret here. Not putting any pressure on Quebec by rolling out.
Normal?
Whoa.
Off.
It's good weight.
Right off.
Mark Nichols.
Coming down here, no.
Roll. Get ready to roll it all you can, Brett. Get it in. No, it's on it.
And right on the nose.
There, but just wait, Mark. Wait. Good.
A lot of teams that try to roll buried here, and then Brad Gushue would freeze right to the face of it, take away a big score. So this is a really good move. Just be patient.
Good way.
Maybe even try to roll away a little bit.
Yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Keeping in mind it's straight here.
Martin Cret.
Right off. Off. Yep, yep, yep.
And quarter stone. But have they left something across the rings?
Double or roll buried. Roll buried would be exceptional.
Wow, that's what I'm looking at.
Triple's close, isn't it?
Quarter at the most. Yeah, thinner than a quarter, for sure.
Really?
Yeah, that's not too much different than the one Quebec tried. You want to have like a right angle, and that's just about right. The guard's not going to be a problem for Brad because he's trying to hit it thin. And I think it's one of those, Cheryl's, if you miss the back double over the top, you'll get the left double.
Less than that. I'd like to have less than that. Yeah. It's like that ice there.
Yep.
Yeah. Just want to hit probably 2 inches of it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not hitting a lot.
No.
With some speed.
Skip still.
You gotta go here. Go for weight. Hard, you gotta go.
Brad Gushue.
Hard.
This crowd has been pretty quiet, except for that single in the second. Got 1, 2, jammed it though. And they'll leave it as second shot. Top edge of the 8th. He gets rid of a couple.
That's exactly what we said. If you missed the first double, you were going to get the second. By making the second, you were going to stop the first. Good shot just the same.
We are, but it just comes in the big one. Yeah, we are.
Okay, make it good, but
yeah.
The bad news there for Brad is he's not shot rock. So if
Max just going to draw, come around top 8.
and that takes away the double opportunity, doesn't it? If you hit that red one, there might be a thin double for Brad Gushue.
So set this bite 4-foot would be perfect.
Edge
of the 8.
T'as lancé 30 et quart et demi. Ça a bien glissé, mais 30, ça va être bon. Ah, il point en dessous. Attention, spin là.
La ligne est bonne. Slow-way. Easy, si t'es capable.
I don't think it matters.
Line's
but
good.
I just want to get it
Il a
very
tout le
going
temps,
so
point
that
dessous.
it doesn't cut off the...
Oui, Eric first.
Oui, Eric.
Eric first.
Now Sylvain
Menard, go.
takes the stone. Philippe Menard will help with the carry.
Go, go, boys. Go, 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 Scotland. Go, 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 go.
And they'll drag it to the middle of the 8th. And
look out.
Look like they've tucked 3/4.
It was all thanks to your brushers on that.
I think. I don't mind.
Another update for you here. And New Brunswick got 2 in the second. And it appears here that Ontario could get them right back.
Well, they could, and it's really been an open deuce set up for the last 3 or 4 rocks, with Glenn hitting to lie 2. Mike Kennedy not able to roll behind that guard, and so it is an open hit for Glenn for 2.
Yep.
The 17th Brier appears. Glenn Howard. And there it is, 2 to take the lead after 3.
I think so. But I think it will curl a little this way.
You might be able to roll enough flat that you're shot behind the guard that Quebec just threw.
I think so.
Which would be pretty tricky.
Clean.
Follow normal. Yep. Hard.
Yep.
Hard, Jeff.
Yes.
Gotta go hard.
Brad Gushue in his last. Walker Palant. And sit it underneath. Sit it. No, it won't.
Oh, almost.
Spins to the back 8.
That was an inch tight. Inch tight.
Coin du 8.
Juste un peu.
Can't come to the face of your own yellow either here. You gotta get by it.
Non, je suis pas dans le fond, là, je fais de... OK. Je vais en ai donné 7 plus de glace.
OK. Même weight. 30.
OK. Il y en a plus.
La ligne est bonne.
C'est bien correct de même.
Nice good.
Sitting the 1.
Ligne est belle. Nice good. Ligne est serrée.
Draw for 2.
Go wide. Go boys.
Again. Sylvain and Menard.
Go, 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 go.
It's about making the most of your chances. And they do.
I don't know.
Really close.
That was the problem. Why not take more ice there?
Now look around. I don't think they did.
I'm going to say 1.
That's it. It is only 1.
It's close.
Yeah, we can measure it.
Okay, they'll measure. It looks like 1. We'll quickly go over to the battle of the Cooies. Jamie and Kevin. Jamie from Yellowknife. Kevin from Calgary. Here we go, Kevin.
And it is that yellow stone belonging to Canada that is shot, the one that's frozen to it. That was Jamie Cooey's attempt to tap it back, and he did just not enough. Was heavy on his second shot, so he needs to get to the lid for the second point.
And here Brent Lang. Here it comes. And that looks very good. The defending champion grabs the back of the button for 2 more. And now the measure.
2 and a bit. Yeah.
It was perfect weight, but you're right, Russ. Just
Yeah,
another
you had
foot
to
ice.
stay away from that rock.
From Quebec stone to Newfoundland stone. Oh, no doubt. No doubt. Missed opportunity, Quebec. For most athletes in any sport, there will always be that one moment that stands above the rest, that one date on the calendar that featured their biggest win. For Brad Gushue and Jean-Michel Menard, both of their days came 11 years ago and just days apart. First, February the 24th, 2006. That night in Pinerolo, Italy, Brad Gushue led Team Canada in making history. Underdogs from the moment they played in the curling trials, they became the first Canadian men to claim curling gold at the Olympics. However, you could argue that wasn't even the biggest surprise of that curling season. You see, 23 days later, March 19th of 2006, half a world away at the Regina Agrodome, Jean-Michel Menard and his Team Quebec had their proudest moment. In just his second time skipping at a Brier, and in a field that featured the likes of Martin, Howard, and Stoughton, Jean-Michel Menard topped them all. They were two Cinderella stories just 3 weeks apart. And for Brad Gushue and Jean-Michel Menard, 2 dates that will never be forgotten. And here they are on the ice together. In this Brier, here in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador, on a Wednesday night, draw 13. And Quebec, missing their opportunity to draw for 2, settled for the single. They take the lead 2-1. Newfoundland and Labrador will once again have the last rock, playing the Redstones here in 4.
Quebec would want that last rock back so many times. You don't get opportunities very often for a open deuce. And
it's the first one I've seen Jean-Michel miss this week. And it was really a miss. It was just take a little more ice.
His weight was good.
They played so well this game. Almost a 2 in the first and lost a measure in the third and went for the extra point. And the only score that Gushue had was a hit through a hole against 4.
Et le corner. T'aimes ça, Phil?
Back to you, Kathy, in a 1-1 tie. Manitoba, they lead it all at 6-1, playing Nova Scotia.
And he had an opportunity, Mike did, to hit to lie 3, but he rolled out. And so Jamie Murphy able to hit and stick. And so Mike is now chasing that stone. It is a wide open hit for 2.
It was an emotional win.
Oh, my.
To say the very least. Earlier today. And, ooh, that little catcher. Can you imagine that? Look at that.
Got pretty fortunate there.
By that much, they score the 2.
That's what he did today with that in turn, too, Cheryl. Remember, he had a wide open hit in that same spot. I don't know whether he's popping it or bit. He just doesn't believe how straight it is.
Top 8. On bounce un peu. Elle commence à y aller. Top 8.
Just further to his last, Jean-Michel Menard in his last draw.
Go around the corner, do we?
Do you think he tightened up the ice because of the fact that they hadn't played out that wide, and maybe that's why he came inside a bit?
Yeah, that's what happens. The choice is throw it a little harder, then it'll click off that one, or run right by it because you've thrown it harder, or do you take the proper ice into a spot you're really not sure of? And I think he just went with the same ice, but didn't throw it quite hard enough to keep it straight. Tough break, really. They played a nice end there. We're only going to get so many tries against Team Gushue.
Clean. Just a little, not bad. Yeah. Hard. Low. We clean. Yep. Board. Low. Clean. Low. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yep, yep, whoa. Yep. Good. Nice shot.
Real good.
Good lead.
Rouge, rouge, rouge.
Ouais. L'autre doit être bon, là.
Jim. Rouge, rouge.
Yeah, run the 2 reds. Is probably the best way out of here, and then you're buried if you make it right.
Yeah, yeah. Easy. Easy, Rick. Force rien. Yep.
Eric Sylvain.
Yep. Whoa.
Once again, Menard and Crete. And they'll run it back, and questions will they have enough to spill it? Not far enough. But Shot Rock remains Quebec and undercover.
Full eight. Full eight, guys. Sliding nice.
Yeah. Well, it's still a good shot. You've pushed now Newfoundland and Labrador to make this freeze they ever rub off, and you've got an opportunity for a hit.
Like the run roll for. Okay.
Oh, you like that?
Well,
I don't mind it.
I don't mind the freeze either.
I was also thinking this because eventually we can maybe get it over here, but yeah. What do you like, Mark? I do like the intern if you're going to play it.
I like whatever he likes.
I think. Well,
that was my first thought, but
running it back.
Probably roll to try to cover ours.
Well, you're probably only going to roll to there.
Yeah, but
which is good.
Yes.
Got to be committed. Remember earlier in the game, Brett Gallant wasn't committed to the shot.
Yes.
He wasn't. You got to both be on the same page.
Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
He's had this in mind. And then he tickles it over. And now that shooter will roll over and cover the 8. But Shot Rock is now exposed, top edge of the 4.
Touched it, didn't get it out.
good result.
Must have just missed it, did you?
I ticked it. Oh, it's a good result, but it.
Pretty happy Newfoundland Labrador with 2 corners.
Go Hack. My boy.
This game is roaring right along here. They're getting ready to play the last stone of the 4th, and Ontario sitting 1-2-3. That's what's facing Mike Kennedy from Fredericton.
Well, he made a very nice shot on his first one, a lovely soft weight hit and roll. He just rolled a little bit too far, and Glenn Howard able to get to that shot stone. And so it is a hit and stick.
Mike Kennedy has had a difficult week, comes in at 1-6, but really has taken some teams to the very last, including that game against Manitoba where he was leading by 4 and then gave up a steal of 2 and 9, steal of 2 and 10. Now we're tied here at 3.
We're going to try to get to half on the inside.
Yep. Just half. Real similar though.
Yeah.
Hack weight.
Hack, yep.
Chance here for Mark to play the hit and roll over with some backing.
Yeah, come to the backing, you're pretty well buried, aren't you?
Oh, really
Just
nice.
hack.
Weight's
Hey,
good.
Mike.
Yep.
Weight's good.
Hard. Yes.
Hard.
Hard, guys. Whoa.
Weight's good.
Mark Nichols.
Yeah. Hard. Whoa. Hard. Whoa. Whoa.
What do they got? Roll it underneath. Oh, how nice is that?
Good shot. Really good.
Great shot.
Perfect weight.
Perfect.
Good shot.
Just jamming
So
that
just
way.
take care of it.
Run back, Jim.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Sweep. Perfect.
Go, Mark. You watched it.
Hate to run back a red one, but you don't have a choice.
Martin Crete.
Whoa. Whoa.
7th Brier appearance for him. 5-time Quebec junior champion. Run it back, got it, and will spill it. Now they leave their shooter out there. But Newfoundland Labrador, that stone spills to the tee line 8 and is the Shot Rock.
And buried perfectly behind that corner guard.
It's tough to lie second. And you go around the other, don't you?
That's the call.
Have to spread the rings here. Don't go line them up together. You have to go to the other side.
That's the call.
Yeah. Put it in the same spot you just were.
Brilliant opportunity now. The yellow one's hurting Quebec. This gets half buried. He can't get it out.
You like that ice?
I think so.
Okay.
I think it's going to hold and then curl.
Okay.
We need just top 4 depth, top 8
Yeah,
depth.
top 4,
Wait
top
to
8.
4, yeah.
That was just hack or a good hack?
That was good.
Perfect
Past
weight.
that, couple feet.
Light Gotta go.
Go then.
Not bad.
Needs to be full 8, guys.
It's got to curl. Split the T.
Take a look, Brett. Line's pretty good.
Heads up,
pretty
heads
good.
down.
Sliding good.
Walker
Right here,
to land.
guys.
Sliding good.
Trying to split the T.
Whoa, looks heavy.
Get it in behind.
Oh, Brett. Whoa, it's
Quebec
heavy. It's
corner.
heavy. It's heavy. It's heavy.
And to
Okay,
the
Mark.
T and splits it. Well, it's dying quickly though, Russ. It really does. Then it comes down.
But they wanted a little higher, and the brushers over brush that they jumped it early, and they said light out of his hand. And don't forget, that's the straighter turn, because there's the wall on the right where the crowd is. So if it's straighter, it's a shade faster. 2 feet higher, that would have been perfect.
C'est pretty good though, Brad.
Yeah.
Peut-être une gosse de plus.
Ouais, OK.
Je pense qu'elle va bien courber, moi. Là, on va flopper en dedans.
Quasiment impossible.
Lui, il a passé assez large.
On regarde assez haut. Les hacks. On veut rouler où? Au centre, on va donner 2. Au centre? Ouais.
Was the call just to roll on top of his own shot or roll away towards
I
center?
don't think he can. I'm guessing just hit it and roll open.
Oh, yeah,
you can't get underneath, especially in this turn.
No, you can only maybe get to nose.
15% of the time, Jean-Michel plays intern. Doesn't mean he can't make them. He just doesn't use them.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Started to jump on him, and now they've picked him up quickly. Sylvain and Menard. And again, it's a fight for them. Get it by the guard, and they can't. And now watch where it spills. Are they going to put it right on the corner? Down and bump it, and then roll away. So it still looks like it's 1 for sure and 2. Newfoundland Labrador.
No, wait.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, no kidding. 3 tremendous ends out of Quebec. All of a sudden, they could give up 3 or 4.
What kind of weight are we looking for here?
Remember the speed we threw here? We up it to top 8?
Yeah.
I think that's good.
Okay.
I think that's perfect weight,
Same
like top
as
4.
2 ends ago, that was what, top 4? Yeah, that. No, that should be fine.
Now this is, okay,
That's really close.
the board is on the right as we look at it. So
Yes.
this should be a little straighter. Is that what you've always
No,
said?
it should curve to the crowd a little more. So this should move pretty hard.
Okay.
Yep.
A little heavy?
Yeah, felt like right now.
Gushue in his first. They are sitting 2.
Lots of room.
Line's good.
Close.
Weight's
More
good.
room.
Weight's
Line's
perfect.
good.
Gotta go a bit.
Go then. Put it on
Line's
the corner.
good. We're there. We're there.
Just on the corner of the
No
yellow.
bounce.
No bounce. Just
Yep,
on the
yep.
corner.
We're there.
Come on,
Yep,
down
yep,
just
yep.
right on the corner.
That's crazy good.
And the brushers knew exactly where it was.
One, two, three.
Can you throw it hard enough to get to there? Because you can't hit it here, Cheryl, either. Even if you made the double, you'd be wide open, give up 2.
The fortunate part is you'd have to throw the out turn at it.
Yes, that's right, to get a bigger kick.
Tu vas là, après ça, lui, il frappe sur le nez fort. Mais il faut que tu fasses attention. Celle-là, elle est pas là? Frapper 3 quarts. 3 quarts possible.
1, 2, 3, 4 Manitoba stones. They lead 3-1. Final stone coming up for Nova Scotia and Halifax's Jamie Murphy.
Well, things really turned for Manitoba when Jordan Pinder was trying a run back, just peeled the guard, and that allowed Mike to actually hit and stick to I-4. And that is what Jamie Murphy currently faces. Needs full 4.
Line's good. Yes.
From the Halifax Curling Club,
You gotta go, Phil! Hard line!
Line's good.
Jamie Murphy, Jordan Pinder calling line,
Line's tight.
Scott Zachary, Phil Crowell.
All right, guys. Hot. Hard, Phil. Hard, Phil. Hartville.
And that is just far enough for the single. That's a pressure draw. Here we go. What do you got? One, and you're going to roll away. Now, as you take a look around.
Nice, give me the intern.
Draw for 3.
What way is Jeff been playing?
Yep.
Jeff is playing out here.
He was trying hard for the roll the other way, wasn't he?
Yeah, he just
had to throw so much weight. And
Is the speed on this out turn the same? I think it is, Brad. That's where I've been throwing. I think it's the same speed.
Yeah. Same speed, Brad.
Felt like it's the same to
Quebec
me.
the better team for 3 ends, and all of a sudden,
Exact same. You didn't do too
Gonna be
much.
2 down here.
Same weight's perfect. Okay.
Oh, we're trying.
nice
Come on,
end by
that's a fraction more, Mark.
Newfoundland here.
Yeah.
Newfoundland Labrador flags already being waved as the crowd senses here that they could break it open a little bit with
Not curling yet.
a 3 spot. Walker and Gallant putting this on their backs now.
You're good.
You need fully. Crowd rising. Here they go. And you can put 3 on the board. Canadian Tire Senators hockey continues tomorrow when the Senators play the Coyotes. You can catch the action at 9 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Atlantic in the Sens region on TSN 5. Right now this evening they are in Dallas, are getting ready to face off in Dallas. You see the Mile 1 Center, that's the home of the Ice Caps of the American Hockey League. But it's their final season here as they will be moving on to a brand new arena in Laval. Well, Brad Gushue and this last of his. Brilliant stuff here. Great shot. Really great judgment. A team shot.
Well, like any great team, you got to pounce at the right time. Mark Nichols, perfect hit and roll. Brad Gushue, if he puts this behind the tee line, he loses everything. Right locked on the corner. Great brushing judgment by the boys.
We're there.
Yep.
Leads to the draw for 3. The key shot brought to you by Scotty's, the tissue for any issue. As we welcome you back on this Wednesday night to St. John's, draw 13, Tim Hortons Brier. And that's a big 3, isn't it? Sitting there in the 4th for Newfoundland Labrador, they take a 4-2 lead. And Quebec will have the last rock. They have the Hammer playing the Yellowstones here in 5.
part of that 3 came about because of Quebec helping them out a little bit. They played that run back and jammed Newfoundland Stone behind the corner guard.
Yeah. Good way.
Which was really bad luck.
Back dudes. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Good way. Yep. 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 Good shot. Good.
Peel the guard right now, don't we?
Just straight peel, huh?
Yeah, I like that.
That's the call. Drag the plane into the rings. Newfoundland sitting 2. So you know what Quebec has to do eventually? They have to make a move on those red ones, which would be close to that yellow one, and then there'll be a double.
Clean.
Brett Gallant peels it away.
Under. Under.
Go.
Eric Sylvain.
For Quebec, you just keep playing this out. You throw the corner, they peel. You just try and get Newfoundland and Labrador to waste a bunch of stones and then hopefully make your move in the center and get an execution error out of Gushue's team.
Should be able to get to the shot rock at the back, Cheryl. Freeze to that, maybe. Get to the inside.
Clean. Clean. Good throws, Brett.
You're half again?
You're just 2 in a row. What's that? Yeah, I know.
Dialed in there.
He followed it. He looked like...
If any team you expect to hang in there, it's this one right here to win 7 straight to get to the Brier, the province of Quebec.
Very hard.
And I think they have that advantage. You know what? Yeah, they're the underdog in this situation because they're not the hometown team. You look at the season the two teams have had, but I read an article flying over here about the underdog teams. Said they surveyed a bunch of professional athletes and said, which would you rather be, the underdog or the favorite? And 75% of the athletes said they'd rather be the underdog because you have nothing to lose.
No, there's no pressure on you.
Board up.
So it's an advantage you can use.
Weight are we looking for?
Firm board.
Okay, like that.
And there's a lot of pressure on Gushue. I mean, when you're up, it feels really good. When you're down, the pressure of a weight on your shoulders with everybody cheering so hard and wanting it so badly for you.
Firm board.
Close.
Yep. Yes. Hard.
Weight's good.
Mark Nichols.
Hard. Whoa. Okay. Trying to take that weight.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah. I think losing that back one's better.
The weight was real nice.
That's good.
The weight was good, I think. Okay.
Stuck in my jacket. I was stuck in my jacket.
This is where it becomes difficult, Russ, at this level, is how do you generate the points? Now, yes, you can do it, but you said before, the way they hit, unless you are perfectly to the nose of the corner frozen, it's almost impossible.
Especially with these particular stones, the lively striking bands, you're absolutely correct. That's why he's trying to build a little nest here. Just kick this back a little bit, make it so that it can't be removed.
Yep. Close, yep.
Ontario and New Brunswick in a 3-3 tie, and chance for Ontario to get a couple.
Well, it is for sure. Glenn made a very nice shot on his first one, but he set up the potential for a double, and that is exactly what Mike Kennedy did. And there is the open stone that was just left there, so it is a hit. And just so you know, on the Quebec game, they were talking about now playing for the blank, Russ.
There's a 3 spot. 1, 2, 3. The one at the back was hidden by Richard Hart. So it's a 6-3 lead now as they go to the break.
Yeah, I don't blame Quebec, really. If things aren't setting up well for them, you might as well look at the blank, especially in the 5th, try and get your deuce in the 6th.
Whoa. A little lighter than I expected. Yeah. Was it good?
Yeah.
Easy?
Yeah, well, they may want to play for the blank, but you know, Newfoundland Labrador is not going to give it to them, are they?
No. They're not going to hand it over.
Out turn again. The natural play would be in turn here.
Yes! KO!
My first thought is this.
Yeah, I don't like the guard because I think you can get in here.
Yeah, I agree. Like this?
I think there's a little more room over here, Mark.
Can't throw a guard 2 up.
It's tough where that Gushue stone is to not leave a double.
Especially we had a little stagger, you know what I mean?
Blank is okay.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
It's not ideal, but it's okay.
I like over here.
Let's just get it right here.
Yeah,
Blank's
if
more
anything,
than
Brett,
okay.
hair high, because make him play this way.
He may still draw, but then it's...
Well, and then we got to...
No, I know.
Yeah.
Even him up.
I want to leave this obviously even, but
I think a lot of
higher
coaches
than
would
anything.
lay down
Yeah,
to the hog line if you ever decided to throw a guard here. Maybe not Jules.
Think you throw similar to what you threw last then?
Yeah.
But they've thought this through. If you can,
wouldn't hurt to
if
take
you
a
can
little
even
less,
up,
Mind a little less.
if you can even up
yeah, I just don't want to run out of rings. Shouldn't
the
go in this
stones
way, I don't
here,
think. No,
if Quebec decides to go around,
yeah.
well, then it's your stone you're running back.
And it's a short run back.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
This is absolutely the right play.
Out a little late.
Okay. You're fine. You're fine.
Pretty
Let
good
it work.
weight. A little heady.
Let it work. Pretty good. Running real straight. Get in there, Jeff.
A little heady.
It's gonna have to be real even here because it's not curling. Okay.
It'll get out there.
Whoa. Whoa.
No, right off.
Sit.
Right off.
Sit.
Oh, he's got game tonight, doesn't he? Goodness.
Nice shot, Brian.
Yeah, exactly. Wait. Let's go, Jim. Make it good, bud.
5-3 Team Canada leads the territories. And the final stone is coming up here for the defending Canadian champion, Kevin Cooey, as he plays his brother, Jamie.
And he already is lying one. It's a chance for two. Jamie attempted the double on his final stone to lie two, just got one. And the stone that he picked out was a second shot stone. So a piece of the 4 foot will give Kevin two.
You don't have ours yet. Yeah, you do. You're good. Nice weight, Kev.
And there's the draw for two. They'll go to the break, leading at 7-3. Jean-Michel Menard. And across and just sliding underneath. Little rub and roll.
Great try. Had to be shot rock. Now there will be separation.
Yeah, even there, because he can never do that.
Could play that out turn too.
We've seen that kind of face more tonight than we have the entire event.
So true.
Just a little more frustrated this evening. They lost their first two, of course, and have rattled off 5 straight wins coming into tonight.
To be a foot deeper too, right?
Yeah,
so
no, we could be even more than that.
You basically give us the same or give us a foot or two more.
We have to be past it. Yeah,
if anything,
a foot or
it'd
two
be
more.
2 feet
Just
slower
because
here,
it's
but I
going
think
to
it's
curl.
going to be the same.
Yeah.
So this is, okay, explain this to me. They're going to the other side, right? Did he just say he wants it deeper and not even? Why would you go deeper?
It could be deeper, Cheryl, because of the angle it's set up. So if you tried the double, you're going to jam it right onto your own Quebec stone.
Yeah. Come on, boys. Got to get it at least even with it.
Nova Scotia, Manitoba, as we check in here right now. Nova Scotia sitting the 3. Final stone coming up, Mike McEwen.
Well, 2 good shots from Jamie Murphy in this end. A really nice draw buried on his first. And then a really nice hit on his second one and roll under. And that's why it's the force for Mike does need to get to the lid.
I'm sorry, from where we're sitting here and looking at this from overhead, is there not a double there?
No.
No, I'm sorry. I'm talking. I apologize.
Oh my God, no.
Wrong game. Sorry. In this game, Newfoundland Labrador, is there not a double there for?
Well, that's what I was saying. You could probably play the double, but you're going to lose that yellow one.
Okay.
So then you're
all right.
A little tight.
That's why he didn't want it higher. The higher there is a natural double across to the right. So anywhere deep.
Kathy, this has got to dig in now too. No, he's going to give one back here.
One he does.
Steal one, Nova Scotia to tie it going to the break. Final stone.
Judge him.
And Menard will sit right there to pick up the single. You look left, you got right, you got game here, game there. That's the Brier.
The 2017 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada.
Wednesday night, Tim Hortons Brier. 4 draws will remain after this evening is concluded. And our featured Newfoundland Labrador against Quebec. And it was Newfoundland really breaking it open with that 3. And so now as we take the break, it's 4-3 Newfoundland Labrador. The third for Brad Gushue is Mark Nichols, and he's with Brian.
Mark, always nice to have a lead after 5. I talked with Brad yesterday. He said he actually felt a little bit nervous the first few games, but really was feeling comfortable. You know him better than anyone. How's your skipper dialing in this week?
Oh, he's playing awesome. Like, you know, out of all of us, he's making the big shots, and you know, we're just trying to keep up.
How much respect do you have for a team like Quebec? Jean-Michel Menard himself has made some brilliant shots this week.
Oh yeah, former Brier champ. These guys are great, and you know, you never want to leave them anything too tough because more times than not he's going to make it on you. So just keep the pressure on him, and you know, try to hold on to this lead now.
Somebody once told me there's no home ice advantage in curling. After what you've seen this week, do you disagree?
Well, there's definitely a home crowd advantage right now. They're really feeding off of this, and we're feeding off of them too. It's unreal. This atmosphere is just absolutely amazing.
Thanks for your time. Good luck.
Thanks, Brian.
4-3 on the scoreboard, advantage Newfoundland Labrador. The numbers really for Quebec. Martin Credit third, 68%. Jean-Michel Menard, the skipper, is 55%. Is it his hip that's bothering him? Not sure, but certainly the numbers don't reflect the kind of week he has had so far, as he talks with his 5th at Pierre Charette, the latest Hall of Famer, and Bob Menard on the left, their coach. Quebec is trailing by 1 here on this Wednesday night.
The 2017 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. By Home Hardware, homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice. And by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for 22 years.
When I go home Monday from St. John's, I'll take with me some wonderful memories of this Brier and some Newfoundland English.
Sleveen is a rascal, an imp, a rapscallion, a character who's more than likely to take any kind of advantage that he can find for himself, but not necessarily hurting those around him. I guess my first run-in with Sleveen, it was used on me. I know you could never tell that, but it actually was. I'd found an opportunity after dinner to get to the cake plate while no one was looking. I did this a number of times, but I remember Mother catching me after a while. And I remember the roar from the pantry door. "Get out of here, you little Sleveen!" And I think that probably ties up the word pretty well. Someone who's was gonna get his cake if he could possibly do it without getting caught.
And why are you looking at me? I don't.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to look.
Thanks very much. As we welcome you back to St. John's on this Wednesday night, draw 13. Tim Hortons Brier. 4-3 Newfoundland Labrador leading it, and once again it will be the team from right here in the Valley Haley Country Club in the Remax Center in St. John's, skipped by Brad Gushue, that will have the last rock. They have the hammer playing the Redstones. You know, it's funny because despite those numbers we showed you, or with regards to the struggles of Quebec, I mean, they had that opportunity. Remember in 3, he missed that draw for 2. Or yes. Or we're talking about a tie game here.
Yeah, just over curled. He threw the right weight. You'd want that back so many times because those opportunities don't come often.
And it so often happens. I really think Quebec was the better team for 3 ends, and you don't take advantage of that for Jean-Michel himself. A gimme shot, and bang, there's a 3 right up against you.
Good shot.
You know, it's overused, you may think. When you talk to the players at the elite level, they'll say it's 1 or 2 shots. Well, if it turns out to be a fourth, if the game was over right now, 4-3, that one draw.
Absolutely.
One shot.
Well, and even with that one shot, and the other one that I remember is in the second end when Quebec, Jean-Michel just had to roll just an inch and wouldn't have left that soft in-turn hit against 4 for Brad.
Yeah, I don't know what Brad does if that he closes that port. Good point.
So there's another one.
Good.
And, even though the port was there, Brad still had to make it, or he gives up 3.
Yeah, that wasn't an easy.
Yeah, it really is. It's not even one shot. It's maybe 1 inch. Some games teams will play much better than the other team, but it usually comes down. We've seen it a lot this week with the parity in this field.
They got something here. They got something here, and it'll slide back of the tee lines. Hanging onto the back of the button.
That's a good shot.
May leave a little quarter covered.
Really good shot, though, because they've got the center guard. The idea is to get around that at some point in time, and they'd like Gushue to stay close to this guard so they can freeze or maybe hit and roll in behind it. Beautiful roll.
Yes! Whoa! Yep! Clean, yep! Yes! Hard! Hard, go Mark. Good. Is that just a little hard? Is that just a little hard?
For board, yeah, probably.
Yeah. Okay. Shot.
What? A little hard for board. Okay.
Hold. Bumper.
Okay.
Martin Kretz.
Bumper up! Easy. Bumper up!
Easy.
Whoa.
Stay
Hold the ball! Yep! Yes!
Whoa!
Whoa! Whoa!
Shot.
Okay.
Most teams would try to roll there, but you'd be so far behind the button, it wouldn't be that great. So they're trying to nose it, maybe another nose, then make the roll. It'll be that much higher. Last thing Mark can do is roll out, so he should be fairly close to the nose here.
Board weight. A little less than Brett. Yep. Hard,
Mark
guys.
Nichols.
Yep. Hard. Right to it. Hard, you gotta go. Hard. Hard, Jeff. Hard.
And right on the nose.
Yeah, it's high enough now that Quebec's going to take a chance and see if they can get a roll.
Same weight.
With the out turn.
Yes, with the out turn. They just saw this path too, so that'll help.
Same way. Yep. Oh, whoa! No. Whoa!
Not worrying that they don't have last rock here in this end. They don't care.
No, you know what? For them, they either force, which would be great, or maybe if you force enough, you get an opportunity for a steal out of it. But
and it'll roll and spill coming back. Or you might want to put a stick to it, but it looks like a little white. That's a good up close and look there, Brad.
Same way. That's not out. Wait. Comme j'ai fait un bon lancer.
I'm guessing that's still in.
I hope it's out. I know that really.
Well, if that red line is usually in.
What? Take a look, Brett.
Are you taking a breather now?
Yeah, that was a lot of sweeping I just did. I need to sweep it on the other side.
Hit it. Well, you don't have to hit it, but I think it's in.
You think it's in?
Well, it's close enough where I wouldn't want to leave it.
Ontario, New Brunswick, as they play in the
Same weight,
sixth,
guys?
and it's the Ontario team sitting 2, Kathy.
They are. Mike Kennedy's first one is that lonely Yellowstone in the house facing 4. He ignored all of them and went around the corner. It was second shot, and Glenn Howard just followed him down, and that is why Ontario currently lies 2, so he's drawing to the 4-foot.
Mike Kennedy out of the Capital Winter Club in Fredericton
Sweep for the button.
in a 6th Brier appearance. A
Sweep for the
Canadian
button.
Yep.
and
Gotta go,
world
boys.
senior champion with Wayne Talon.
Boy, Mike.
Nice weight.
And has played very well considering the record. Just some very tough losses. That's the one thing you and I were talking about. as he makes the draw for one that if you don't play enough, you don't play against the top level, you just don't know how to close out games, Russ.
That's so true.
Well, they had to go after the stone at the back. They believed it was in, and now they know it's in.
That's a tough shot to make like that.
They did. They looked at going around, ignoring it, and maybe setting up, but that's the opportunity to get forced there. So
went back in.
They put a blank on the board between the territories and Canada.
That was a lot longer than 6 feet.
Kevin Cooey continues to lead there over his brother Jamie. However, it is the team for the territories that does have the last rock in the 7th.
The fear's gone out of the Gushue team, I think, Vic. They've won a bunch of games. They've done well. You know, they have to be realistic. They could lose at some point in time if it's just curling, but I think they've proved themselves so well, and they're starting to enjoy it, which is the key. They looked pretty nervous the first game or 2 or 3 or 4.
They did, yeah.
Good shot.
Well, we said that you can either let it bother you or you can embrace it. And I think it took them a couple of draws and several games to embrace it.
And that's just natural, isn't it? You know, you've been waiting your whole life to have a thing here. The big opening ceremonies was pretty emotional, all the media attention, and they lost one early, and then it's like, oh boy. And they lost the territories. Oh boy. They look really good since then.
It's really not the fans putting the pressure on you. It's kind of self-imposed because your expectations of yourself.
Same as Mark.
Yep.
Easy. Same as you.
Clean.
Whoa.
Clean.
Yep.
Whoa. No. Clean.
Yep.
Hard. Clean. Good. That's probably a
turn, hey, Brett?
Shot.
Same way as Mark. Fort, avec contrôle.
OK.
Là, j'avais ça, il a fallu attendre tout le long. D'après moi, contrôle, tu peux...
Comme ça, t'aimes ça?
Yeah.
Sort of feels a little greasier here now.
Have you ever played with an injury, Cheryl?
No, I haven't.
Wow.
No.
Okay. Russ?
Oh, yeah. No, for sure. My back, my knees, my elbow,
Well,
my
so
neck.
You're a mess.
So, you know, I guess my point here is we watch Jean-Michel Menard and his final stone here. The hip's bothering him. We know that. That ultimately could affect the shot making.
Oh, it does.
And the way you call the game.
Oh, for sure. You tend to want to throw it as hard even to protect it. Oh,
it's well there.
No question. Depends on when it hurts. If it doesn't hurt till he goes to get up, I'm sure you can manage your delivery. But you got a bad knee, or in Gushue's case, the pulled muscle, it's very difficult to concentrate. And you're trying to work on speed, you're trying to work on balance, you're trying to work on rotation, you're trying to work on line, and you've got this distraction. It's tough.
I can think it's similar when you come out of the hack, and you know how some players will wobble, they're off, their timing's off. Well, that throws them off of what weight they're focused on throwing. And it'd be the same thing as all of a sudden you get a pain and now you don't think about weight.
Yep. Oh, easy. Clean.
Easy peel.
It's clean.
Final stone and looking for the blank. Newfoundland and Labrador, and that's what we'll put on the board. They have the last rock, and they have the lead.
It could be one shot here or there, and you may miss the playoffs, you may lose a game. You need to be sharp all the time. There's really not a whole lot of room to make any mistakes. Everybody knows the caliber of the game now, how good all the teams are, so you're really just trying to make everything that you possibly can and hopefully have the hammer in the last end tied.
Brad Jacobs, former champion, gold medal winner, they have to park their disappointing loss earlier today to fall to 3 losses. Adam Casey, Saskatchewan at 4. They have to stay there. They have to stay at that 4-loss number, so bring Jacobs back That's the game tomorrow, the feature, 8:30 a.m. Eastern on 1, 3, 4, and 5 when Kathy and Brian join you again for Draw 14. Everything coming into focus as we continue on with our coverage of the Tim Hortons Brier from here in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. The blank in 6. Newfoundland Labrador lead it. And once again, they will have the last rock playing the Redstones here in 7.
Good shot. Good shot. Could be from the Swiss book, the triple guard.
Really good placement of the 2 center guards. Those are always tough to throw, get them on the line, and so there's no double peel and enough separation that it's not so easy.
Same weight.
Nice answer from Jeff Walker, too, right around on the center line, really close to the button, but most importantly, above it.
Whoa. Let's slow down a bit. No.
Just full 8 is all we want.
Right to it.
Whoa, let it work. Whoa,
right to it. Trying to come
down.
Whoa.
Line's good.
Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I thought that was the hardest shot to throw, the second one, because you couldn't leave it high.
Yep.
You can't tap it.
Can't be open, can't wreck.
Nova Scotia and Manitoba remain in their tie after the blank in 6.
Donne-moi moins de glace.
C'est le balai que Brad il a mis, ça?
OK.
On va le couper un peu.
Wait. Yeah. Hard line.
Come on.
Whoa.
Yeah, good.
Yes. Hard line.
Kret. Menard.
Hard.
One more to get by.
Go.
And down on the corner.
Nice.
Good shot.
Good shot, Rick.
That was very nice. He sets a little bit of a pocket up, too. There's no lack of finish going this way towards the fans.
Just enough angle here for the speed that Gallant can throw it. He might get them all.
No. Close.
No.
Yep.
Whoa. Okay. Good shot.
Yeah, that's good. Oh.
Brett is such a big guy. It always shocks me. He doesn't look like he hardly kicks to come out of the hack.
They're deceiving.
He's at the hog line in
Couldn't
second.
get a piece of paper between those.
They don't look heavy, and they're flying.
I know.
Eric Sylvain.
Just over the hog line.
Maybe.
Oh, you got to get it over. Those are just so hard to throw. You don't throw them very often, one. And you're guessing, and it's getting later in the game, and you're throwing into the slide path.
Just straight peel.
Team Canada, the territories, the battle of the Cooies, and it's 7-3. Defending champion Kevin leading Jamie.
Well, Jamie's been in all kinds of trouble. He made a double on his first, but rolled out, and so Kevin threw this stone right on the center line. I think he has to roll or make the double for the blank. The nose will not do it.
And he will get it.
Shot. For fun.
Never really thought I could have done that.
No, I didn't. Percentage is that?
When you got freeze it. Freeze, Jim. Freeze it's ball.
Nice shot, leaving the Quebec stone in there, but opened everything up for the skipper. I like this call. It's that time in the game. You can't be trading rocks.
Comme ça.
Toi de jouer. Toi de moi.
No, you really, if you're Quebec, you really have to force. Gushue, get the hammer back, force him to one, or get a steal out of here somehow. Steal's going to be tough. No center guards.
Just can't bump this because the port's almost the size of a rock right now. So you bump either one of them, there'll be a port.
No bounce. Easy, easy, easy.
No bounce is right.
Go, Mark.
Perfect.
Chat. Right on the nose. Yeah. Little this way's okay too.
I was thinking, is it hair low and try to roll behind the corner any good?
What's that?
Low and try to roll behind the corner, is that any good?
I like this.
Okay.
You stay in front of it too. Did I just move that then? I hit it pretty hard. I don't know if I moved it. I was looking up there when I hit it. Okay.
Make a whole lot of difference going.
Yeah, it's still not going out.
Peel?
Yeah.
Little low. So I hit it right where the broom is because the red will roll a little to the right, so will the yellow. Maybe stay right on top.
Whoa! Off! Right off! Oh, it's high side.
Mark
Never!
Nichols.
Brad, get ready on this one.
And won't stay on top and will spill instead.
Wrong siding things
Yeah, I
here.
had to hit the other side of that, if anything.
We forget how quickly we forget how the 2 years that he spent in Manitoba.
Yes.
Playing with Jeff Stoughton and what he learned. Mark Nichols brought back Cheryl from that.
You know, and I think it was, he was always a great hitter. Russ can attest to that, but it was when he came back, it was the draw weight and the touch game.
Right.
It had changed incredibly.
Yeah, that in between the soft stuff and knowing how to throw it, to giving it to the brushers, picking the different lanes up, becoming a better brusher, all those things.
I think that, and the other growth for Mark Nichols was this year skipping. I actually think it changed him a little bit more. It's added more
No question.
to who he is as a player and the support he gives Brad.
Go, 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 go! Oh.
And now throwing up the guard to cover Shotstone, top four. That's Quebec.
Great
Remembering
line.
now it's Newfoundland and Labrador that does have last rock.
The freeze created pressure, didn't it, Cheryl? And now they've got an opportunity here.
No mistake on the guard. It's perfect.
Maybe high side, Brad.
He's going to run it back. He does, but he stuffed it. But it's popped out into the open. That center line guard there, just off center guard, belongs to Newfoundland and Labrador. So it's not going as easily as they may have thought here as we head to skip stones for the team from St. John's.
Out there?
Half buried, mettons, ou trois quarts buried.
Tu vois quoi ici?
The intern looks more natural to me because it curls that way, first of all.
And good luck with that.
Yeah. I'm preaching to the choir here. I really like the intern.
I do too.
Just if you ever come up a little short, you guard.
Si Phil ça, tu vas peut-être avoir un petit slash pour forcer, right?
Tu t'en penses, Phil? Y a-tu un hit and roll en ce moment avec ça?
Ben,
jamais
là, mais...
C'est Jean qui va le faire, par exemple? Ben, si j'étais à moitié ouvert,
c'est ce que je me dis.
Slasher. Sauf ce que j'aime pas ici, c'est qu'il peut faire...
Il y a peut-être une chance. On la met.
Ontario leads at 6-4 after they get the New Brunswick picks up the one.
Si on veut le forcer, on peut aller là aussi.
Talking about coming in there, at one point the concern from Martin was that you run that, meaning Brad Gushue, would run that red stone right back and potentially make the double. So then you show him a piece on the center line side, and if you do, does he hit and roll behind the corner?
Like that. Okay, good call.
Any mention of the intern, Kathy?
No, not by name.
C'est pas si mienne, on a des bonnes lectures.
Non, ça, c'est pas pire. Tu t'en penses?
Yeah, j'aime ça, Jim.
I pick on these guys all the time. They're good friends. But being a golfer, you see it with about half the tour. Some guys shape the ball both directions. Some guys play a high fade. They just do it every single time. It's whatever works.
Now, did you ever, you know, when you were skipping, knowing a guy didn't like a turn or preferred another turn would probably be better said, did you play for that?
Absolutely, no question about it. That's how they scored the 3 Newfoundland is Jean-Michel ticked a guard on his intern side. Oh yes, for sure. Try to use the intern as much as you could to make him chase.
La ligne est super bonne. Good way. On peut être bien patient si vous voulez. Good way. La ligne, elle s'en vient.
Non.
Eric,
non, non, même pas, même pas.
Top 4.
Top.
Easy.
Elle s'en
Pas
vient.
plus loin que l'autre. Pas plus loin que l'autre.
Laisse-la aller, laisse-la aller.
Oh, 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 oh. OK, ma batte.
To sit the 2 around the edge of the 4.
It's a bigger target, but it's a tougher double. If that stopped a foot higher, a run back double, I think would be even easier.
If it's starting to cross, try and nut it on the 6 would be pretty good.
Yeah.
Can you run it back and get them both?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Hit each one first. The one closest to the center line first, or?
Well, I think either feather the one that was just thrown and then you tick the other one, or you hit it right on the center line, Vic.
Try that. That'd be pretty good, yep.
Hit it right on the center, right there, and they both go to there easy.
That might be the easier way to do it.
Yep.
You got to hit it perfect to get.
Is that hair loss?
Don't miss it high side, though, because then there'll be a rock right where Mark's standing, and then you're in trouble.
Brad Gushue and his first.
Clean.
Right now, Quebec is hitting that 2. Walker with some late licks here, trying to run this back. Bang. Now they need to jump on this. Nichols got there, but not in time. And it'll hang around the back 12.
That was exactly the problem, because they were so close together. The first rock takes away so much inertia on the second rock, you couldn't kick it out of there. Great try, though.
Whoa, whoa, shooter!
Brilliant attempt, bad result. So now there's a center guard.
Curls the hair more.
Just threw it too, just a wee bit wider here.
De moins?
Non, même moins.
That's good.
De moins.
Yes! Yeah! Whoa! Whoa! Slow weight! Slow weight! Field first, pas Eric.
Non, c'est un peu fort pour l'instant.
À overkill, j'imagine.
One at the back. Final stone to come. Open draw for 2.
It is indeed for Manitoba, and Mike had the opportunity to split the house on his first. He did. And Jamie Murphy took on a very sharp angle double and only got 1. And so that is why any piece of the paint here will do for 2.
It's curling lots, so
yeah, it looks good.
Okay.
Trying to remain 1 game better than the 2 teams we're watching tonight. Newfoundland, Labrador, Quebec coming in at 2. That's another deuce for a 5-3 lead.
It's as fast as it's been, eh? Great shot.
Oh, they had to go on this because it was going
Too
to rub
bad.
the guard.
2 inches more ice, they could leave that top butt.
Pretty close. Okay, that's what I would. Yeah, I like that.
I know the steal was an opportunity, but I still think for Quebec, the force is huge for them and get the hammer back.
Back 4, back 8.
Line's good. Clean.
Back 8.
Clean. Just clean.
Back 4.
Easy. Back 8. Whoa!
Back 4, back 8.
Whoa! Whoa!
Back 8.
Ah. It's not curling.
Go ahead, Brett.
Oh,
Go ahead. Go ahead. You're
a
good.
little
You're
bit
good.
of a buzz here. And here it comes, and now they'll settle for the single. Just a little anxious that it hung out there for a while. Newfoundland, Labrador. The flags are waving again. Well, you just know who they are supporting. They have Gushue on their t-shirts. You know that probably 90% of the crowd is supporting Brad Gushue here in St. John's, and this the Tim Hortons Brier Canadian Men's Curling Championship. And all of them very happy that Gushue still got his single in that 7th, leading by 2, but now it's Quebec. And the team from Lévis, skipped by Jean-Michel Menard, that now has the last rock, playing the Yellowstones in 8.
Just not quite enough ice for Jean-Michel, or not a pure throw, because if he sinks that top button, I think Brad Gushue just concedes a single.
It's pretty close.
This game would be tied playing 8.
Mine's good.
Where?
Looks 12. Looks like. Top 8. Okay, just full 8. Lead's good. Bite the 8. From here. Full 8. How's it look? Line's real good. Full 8. Clean it. Yeah. Do you want me to judge it? We're good. We're perfect. Okay. You already are. Okay. Well, after the light, I figured I had to chime in. Perfect.
Nice shot, Jeff.
Good shot, Jeff. Thing's rolling over on me now. I heard that.
These guys are sure enjoying every minute of it. It's good to see. This may never come again, something like this.
No kidding. After the we were at the Halifax trials where Brad won, and after the Eastern teams were basically out of the playoff hunt, the crowd kind of switched towards our team. They kind of adopted us. So he's been through this to some degree.
Yep. Whoa. 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 Reste avec Eric. Whoa. Eric. On est un peu up, Jim. Un peu up. Un peu up. Stick there.
Good shot. Nicely done.
Good shot.
Yeah.
Looks like a third.
Yeah. Quarter's close. What did he say? Third's close. Quarter? Oh, quarter. Close. Close.
Brett Gallant.
Yeah. Hard.
Oh, he's real close.
Hard.
How close? One.
Boy.
Spit it up.
Very close.
Hard. Go right to the boards. Boy.
And right to the boards.
Great shot. You've been practicing that quarter, Rod.
That's how I've been making.
That's so deflating to the other team.
It is. And even more so when you've got that crowd support behind you.
Freeze.
So what happens is something like this. You kind of take your eye off the ball after that demoralizing. Oh, this might work, actually.
Okay.
Okay.
Very good plan, They're all laughing.
Good thick half.
Well, after 2 straight blanks, territories, Jamie Cooey has a chance for a couple.
Well, he does indeed, and he actually had a really good shot on his first, forcing his brother Kevin to make a run back, which he did, but he rolled open, and so this is the chance for 2.
Right to it, right to it, right to it. Yeah. Easy. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
And there they are as he rolls it into the 4 for the 2.
Going to guard? Yeah.
Yeah, you really have to. You just got nothing to work with for Quebec.
Nope.
Throw a corner and hope.
Easy.
Little red nibbler could hurt them too, because they're obviously thinking blank now. Another heavy one.
Il faisait plus le hug.
Good.
Hey, dude. En fait, mam.
It is somewhat curious because we talked about their lack of play. Not prior to the early in the season because they did tour. And You know, granted they're number 59 and they won just shy of $7,000. But life is, you know, they said, look, we would like to tour more, but we have families, the jobs, they all get in the way. Okay, granted. But they go to their provincials. They fall behind. They win 7 in a row to win the province. But it was January the 15th. They didn't have a competitive game since then. And so here they are, and very competitive. So what do they rely on? Just that ability, that knowledge of what it takes to be here at the top level?
Sure. Yeah.
Absolutely. I think that's what you have to draw back on the Briers before, all the experience you've had. You know, the Brier tankard that you won, there's so many things that you have to kind of go back to, and just a couple games under your belt. You get that comfort, you feel the draw weight. I think for all these teams coming into this Brier specifically was a new experience because, and maybe not for Ben Hebert, Mark Kennedy from the Olympics in Vancouver, but for all of these teams to deal with this crowd and to go, wow, this is going to be so different.
Very nice. Cut.
So just take a look. Here they were in this 14-team round robin. Look at their pool record. They were 6-3. And then they go, and they go, and they go before they finally beat Martin Ferland 9-6 in the final. But again, we make the point, that was back on January the 15th because they were playing with the women's Scotties qualifier.
Which had to be earlier.
It had to be earlier because they couldn't find an arena setting because the commitment to hockey. So they said, if you want to play on arena ice, this is your date. No more. That's it. And they decided to take it. Or the Curling Association Quebec just said, okay, that's what we're going to do.
Took off on them at the end. Another perfect shot. They're just 4 great guys that happen to be great curlers that just haven't said, this is my job, curling. I've got another job, family commitments. And so they do the best they can, and they are good.
Boy, do they love the game.
Yeah.
That's what I like seeing so much.
But they were right off it a whole way. Little less than that, Mark. Yeah. Should be good, eh, Brett?
At the tee line, that line looked perfect, and it just slid off the hill there a little bit towards the crowd.
Neil. Clean. Yep. Whoa. Easy peel. Clean. Whoa. Yep.
Clean.
Right out. Great shot.
That odd shot that has gotten away from Jean-Michel Menard, and you can see 66% overall, solid game for Brad Gushue. But on that Newfoundland and Labrador side, surprisingly, Mark Nichols just at 73% throwing the third stones, and only a 75 for Martin Crête. So the back end struggling a little bit for Team Quebec. Player numbers are brought to you by Travelers. It's better under the umbrella.
Ce spot-là, c'est 3 quarts aussi.
9,5, 9 3 quarts.
Dans le fond, les boys. La ligne est bonne.
Ontario and New Brunswick. 6-4, and I'm seeing 2 Yellowstones there.
You are indeed. Glenn Howard tried to play a double on his first, and it jammed sideways. And that is the stone he's trying to hit now after Mike Kennedy went around and buried again. Needs to get that inside roll to be shot.
David Mathers, Scott Howard.
Got a curl.
Richard Hart calling line, and he's going to roll away. And it's a steal of 1 for Mike Kennedy out of Fredericton.
Same later here last night.
They're full.
Sure.
Try buddy. Full.
Here less. Yep. Hard.
Brad Gushue and his last.
Yep. Whoa. Little roll.
And a little roll it is.
I have to throw the intern at that.
Brett said, make him throw the intern to this one. Like as if that's going to happen.
Go, Jim.
That's a good example here. This will come right down that center line.
Yep. Hard.
Former Canadian mixed champion as well, Jean-Michel Menard.
Judge him.
Good shot indeed. 5-3, Newfoundland Labrador. Well, we're getting late now in this Wednesday night of Draw 13. Another update for you. Those two yellows belong to Manitoba, which means the final stone is on the way for Nova Scotia and Halifax's Jamie Murphy.
Mike McEwen was able to hit it on the nose, so for Jamie needs to make the double because hitting either one of them will not give him shot.
Bang. Uh-oh, that's not enough. And that will result in the steal of one for Mike McEwen out of Winnipeg. To extend the lead as he looks to remain at one loss. I don't know if he's probably sneaking a peek over here at this one because you've got two teams that are coming in with 2 losses here. Newfoundland Labrador and Quebec. Once again, it is Team Quebec who does have the last rock, playing the Yellowstones and down 5-3.
Just use red if you need it. No.
Right to it.
No.
Just short of it. Just short of it.
Just let it stop. Hey, Jeff. Will do.
So here are the standings coming in. There's Manitoba with 1, and you've got Team Canada, Newfoundland Labrador, Quebec. All 3 of them are on the ice, all 1 game off the pace. Northern Ontario at 3, and they don't play again tomorrow morning against Saskatchewan at 4. So that's a huge game that Kathy and Brian will have for you at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time.
At this point, Northern Ont is out of the playoffs. If you look at it, but somebody has to lose this game. Brings it back to 3, so 3's safe.
Come on,
4 might even be safe at the end of the week.
Good shot.
It's a big game tomorrow morning for Saskatchewan and Northern Ont. Really good come around by Quebec. Now get rid of the corner.
Hard! Hard! Gotta go! Hard! Come on!
Walker, Nichols, and get it wide if they can. Brett Gallant, of course, the 2009 Canadian junior champion. Interesting, we have the 3 all-time leading skip winners here. Brett Gallant all-time. Martin Crête, he is at 41. Of course, 5-time Quebec champion. And then Brad Gushue,
Brad helped me out
himself, who also won a Canadian and World Junior Championship back in 2001. So the juniors has provided a lot of talent on the ice here on this Wednesday night.
Elle commence à y aller, là.
Dans le café. Il va. Ben, le voit qui est déjà là, mais...
Elle est bonne, elle est bonne, elle est bonne, elle est bonne. Elle est bonne.
I think that one we were, you and me, in Salmon Arm, I believe it was. That was 09, and that was...
when Brett won?
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe so, yeah.
He had to draw the 8-foot to win the Canadian Championship. Made it no problem.
No, I don't remember that. I just remember Salmon Arm.
That's right.
That's getting way too detailed.
Wow. Now, Curie, we were saying that earlier.
Hard!
We watched Gallant here.
Hard!
Quebec with last rock.
Good. You're good. Good brush.
You have trouble, and I know we're stating you have trouble sometimes remembering what day it is, but but the point is you remember shots from 20 years ago.
Oh, no question. No question, John.
Nice.
Good comeback, Rob.
Very nice.
Oh.
I have that habit of
flushing it.
Yeah. Boy, as soon as it's done, it's gone.
That's like golf. You can come off a golf course and remember every shot you hit. And they talk about that with players too. After a curling game, you need to sit down yourself and go through every shot you threw out there and look if there was any trends, anything you were doing. It's the only way you learn and correct anything. So it's And you can't rely on your coach to do that for you. That should be something you do after every game. You do it in golf.
Yeah, the guys are so focused that you do remember that type of stuff. Over the back one here. This is tricky. A little wider than usual. It's an either or. Hit the guard thin.
Mark
Clean.
Nichols.
Yep, yes. Hard. Clean. Good throw.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had,
I
I think I've told you this. I've been
Back
fortunate
four.
enough to go into the media room at a PGA event, the Canadian Open, for example. And now this is back a few years because I haven't done it in a while. But Trevino would be there, Nicholas would be there, or Crenshaw. And first thing the moderator says, "Okay, Jack, take us through your round." Okay, well, on one, of course, I hit driver, and he right through 68 shots, and people are making notes because that's where the follow-up questions are going to come
It's
from.
incredible.
So true.
Whoa. Whoa.
Weight's good. Yep.
Whoa.
Yes.
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 Menard, Sylvain.
Yes.
Trying to generate something in the house.
Good shot.
Good sweep.
Good shot.
Good sweep. Good shot. Thanks.
Now, Brad would love to make the yellow double, but he won't do it if there's risk. So that's why he's looking there. Can they sneak by that yellow and jam here?
I don't think he can stuff it off that even.
If the answer is yes, then you don't give that double a try.
Nose.
I think it is, yes. So that's
Yeah.
why they're going to the one in the top four.
But we
You
can't
can only see half that red one. They'd give that a shot.
On the beat.
I like this shot because unless you cross this, you're not going to jam the yellow. Get rid of one of the reds, and then it's easier to peel that corner guard.
Yep.
Come on.
Yep.
Yep.
Gotta go, Jeff.
Walker
Hard, Jeff. Gotta go
by
hard,
himself
hard,
here.
Jeff. Good shot.
And away it'll go, and they'll still leave themselves sitting to lovely knowledge there where that shooter ends up to half cover the shot stone back of the button. Now we go over to Team Canada and the Territories. Right now it's the Territories sitting the one final to be played by the defending champion, Kevin Cooey.
Well, and Jamie made a nice shot on his last one. He just didn't roll as far as he needed. And so 7/8 open to Kevin. Chance for two.
Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Keep going. Keep going.
Fred Lang, oh boy. Boy, that came out of nowhere. Steal of 176.
Eric premier. Easy.
And going around and coming down and sitting down.
Nice curling.
Good sweep, boys.
Nose, or do you want to play? I like a little high.
I
Little
think
high. Try
that-
to stick to you.
Almost to the nose would have made this tough if it just had crossed a bit. Still has to catch it a little high side.
Just 3/4 high would be nice. Yeah.
Dead on will do it too. You lose everything and leave your own rock.
Yep.
Skip stones.
Gotta go, Jeff.
Hard, Jeff.
Yeah. Gotta go, Jeff.
Come on, buddy.
Gotta go hard, Jeff. Jeff Walker, gotta go hard, Jeff. Bang. And spill, and hang around. It does. It does until the force is still on here. Martin was in the perfect spot.
Trying hard to get this out of there. Go for your deuce now.
Threw it nice and hard.
Did I?
For you, I mean.
Little jab to the skip.
Oh, yeah. That's Mark. Threw it nice and hard for you.
Where's he going here, Russ?
Right through the port, right around that corner.
Just leave it high. You don't want to go to the back? Or?
Yeah, because you have to be shot rock, I would think, because Brad will just probably sit 2, and then you can't score 2. So shot rock buried here. There's a little bit of room on the edge of the 8-foot.
Contact net, calling line.
Be quick here.
Sylvain Menard backing off. Finds the hole now. And shot rock. Ooh, I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
Now they're going to
Could
sit
just
2.
freeze 2, Brad.
Yeah, but I don't think we need to mess around with the line. We get it right there. We're good, eh?
Yeah. You were
I
right.
was there.
Yeah, and we ended up right there.
I don't think it's curling quite as much. I think there should be good.
Yeah.
As long as we're T-line. T-line, I think.
I think T-line.
Yeah, that's what I think.
As long
I
as
only
we
see
get
one.
You sound so surprised. There is only one. There was 3, and Mike Kennedy tried a triple on his final stone, got 2 and rolled out, but left 1, and so for Glenn Howard, any paint is for 2.
Wait 21 seconds, Vic, you'll see 2.
Exactly.
There you are. Now I see 2. You're right. And 2 it is for Ontario, and an 8-5 lead. Brad Gushue.
I really like this call. You could freeze to the back one. That's the temptation, but you're already shot. You go to the tee line here. There'll be an extremely thin double, which I bet Quebec takes on. They don't make it, you're stealing one.
Looks good. Top button. Go!
Listen to this. You got 2 on the ice, 3 on the ice, brushing 5,000 in the stands, helping them out.
I think it's good.
Oh, they would have liked that deeper.
I think it jams. That's good. I think it jams for sure.
If it.
Now think about that 90 degree. To stick that, we go 90 degrees. It's right about there.
Tu veux le stuffer, là?
It's close to being made.
Un petit quart, mettons.
Do you take it on?
Ça va là-dedans toute la journée.
Well, I think if they haven't had many chances. They haven't had any chances at a deuce.
Well, they're drawing because they're concerned with the jam.
Sure. Yeah, according to my 90 degree rule, you're going to hit about half that yellow. It's just deep enough.
Non, c'est ça le cadre.
Foot higher, the double's there all day.
J'ai lancé quoi ma dernière? T'as lancé à peu près 3 quarts, mais là, cette track-là, elle va foirer un peu plus.
Ouais, même oui.
Any question of the ice here, the way it runs here?
Well, this is the out turn that he's played numerous times down here and over curled twice, but he knows the weight. No concern about over curl here because there's nothing really to get in the way.
Line's good. Hey, line! La ligne est encore bonne. Ça curle fort là. Ça curle vraiment
Sylvain
fort.
and Menard. Back now. Don't pull the string here. Don't pull the string here. You got to get it by that one. Oh. One for sure. Looks like 2. Maybe measure. 2 it is. Wow. And it's over. Newfoundland and Labrador will win it. Make the final 7-3. All the other sheets indeed are waiting till this dies down. And it may take a moment. These fans aren't going away quietly. He improves his record now to 6-2. And Menard loses a third at 5-3.
The 2017 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. The 2017 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Home Hardware, homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice, by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue, nothing feels like cashmere, and by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures.
The crowd celebrating a win for Newfoundland Labrador, Brad Gushue, to improve his record to 6-2. And maybe that last draw indicative of the night for Jean-Michel Menard, who finishes at 65%. Gushue right on his game at 92 as they lose their third. The game story brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. So now he faces the media, trying to keep himself within the playoff chase. Very much so, obviously, now at 2 losses. And he's done for the evening. Let's update you now and bring in Kathy. Let's check in on this game between Manitoba and Nova Scotia.
Well, Mike McEwen hitting stuck on his final stone, and so for Jamie Murphy, hitting any of those on the nose will not give him shot. Tough to draw around, and so he's hitting the shot stone, but he needs to roll in.
Hard! Hard, got!
They won their first 2. In fact, they came through that pre-qualifying, but now maybe showing a little bit weariness. Oh, goodness. As they'll bounce away, and that will be a steal of 3, and that is the game as Manitoba will win it. 9-3 your final to improve their record now to 7-1. And Murphy out of Halifax goes to 2-6. And now let's go to the all-Cooey battle. And Jamie Cooey is giving Kevin a real go here. Remember, it was Cooey that picked up the steal of 1 in 9. And so here we go to the 10th. Getting ready for Skip Stones, and it is just a 1-point lead for the defending champions, but they do have the last rock playing the Redstones.
Nice come around that tight corner guard, forced Mark Kennedy just to peel it, so a chance to sit 2 here.
There you go, tighter than that. 2.5, guys. Tighter than that, it has to be. Room. Oh.
Team from the Yellowknife Curling Club with Jamie Cooey, Chris Schillig at 3rd and calling line right now, Brad Choroskowski and Robert Borden.
Go. Good. Spot.
Kevin will take a run at that one.
Play it thin, and if I go over the top of it, I go over the top.
Okay.
In turn.
Yeah.
Want to get rid of the center guard because that's the best way to steal for the other Cooey. And might as well go back and get that red one. If you ever make the double, you're in awfully good shape.
And you heard him say thin because it goes over the top. You don't ever want to spring it into the 4-foot for them to guard.
Off the corner, you mean? Yeah, no kidding.
Or even off the 12-foot stone. So just make sure you go over the top, worst case.
Kevin Cooey in his first.
Hard.
Brent Lang taking it by himself. You see Ben Ebert not brushing here. Now, granted, could if it's his stone. But Ebert, we talked about his knee problems. It's his right knee. It's his push knee.
I think anything more than
he says he's going to play through it. But the skipper,
maybe even bite the side.
Kevin Cooey,
edge button.
Did an interview, said it's a torn meniscus, and so he'll need surgery. The question is whether it will be sooner rather than later, depending on their success.
You know, the combination of the training that he does to be the sweeper that he is, and you know, that in the gym, and then just pushing out of the hack and the repetitive play on it. It's tough when you've got an injury like that. You never get a chance to let it heal.
It's a similar situation with Ryan Harnden, who throws lead for Northern Ontario, who tweaked a tricep in an
Lines
earlier
ahead,
game,
tight,
and the
sweep
only
for T.
way to treat it is with rest.
for
But
T.
there is no
Go on,
rest
good.
and a busy Brier week.
Right on the T line.
Better
Line's perfect. Right on T, guys. Hard. Hard, 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 hard. Hard, hard. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay, good, good.
There they are to sit the 2. And it'll force the defending champions, Kevin Cooey from Calgary, to throw his last. And we have another final, and Ontario will pick up the win.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
As they run.
Thanks, guys.
New Brunswick out of Stones, 8-6 is your final.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
So Ontario goes to 3-5, and Kennedy falls to 1-7. Glenn Howard in his 17th Brier appearance last year in Ottawa went 4-7.
Yeah, I never ever thought he'd hit if we were there.
Yeah. Like I'm thinking a little more. Was I a little down last time or not really? Oh, I know. I threw that normal weight.
Yeah. Is that too much for the thrower?
Well, I was taking this much and I threw good normal and it curled.
Yeah, no, I like that.
I think it's good.
He's playing the draw, right?
No.
No, he's playing the hit?
That's,
wow.
That's what his brother said. I never thought he'd
Whoa,
hit.
Benny.
But
Whoa!
It's interesting. It's against 2 here. And look at this.
Whoa!
Lang
Hard
has
breaks.
backed off now.
Hard
A little
breaks, hard
clean
breaks, hard
in
breaks.
and roll in. And it will sit for the single. So in the Battle of the Cooeys, as Dad sits there on his 70th birthday with a Territories flag and a Canadian flag, watches the Canadian and world champion Kevin beat Jamie. Final 8-6. So Manitoba sits top table 7-1 with Newfoundland Labrador and Team Canada at 2 losses. Now Northern Ontario and Quebec at 3. And then you have British Columbia, Saskatchewan at 4. And again, we remind you, last year in Ottawa, 3 losses was all that you could afford. So, Brad Jacobs, remembering last year, he went undefeated a year ago, but has 3 losses. Adam, Casey will try and bring him back. Kathy, Brian have it for you, 8:30 a.m. Eastern on 1, 3, 4, and 5. What a night it's been again as Brad Gushue brings the crowd here at mile 1 to their feet with a 7-3 win over Quebec. So till we talk with you again, thank you for joining us. The Tim Hortons Brier is here on Canada's sports leader, TSN. Sports Center is next.